anybody who has tasted this dish, they fall in love with it straight away. Hello beautiful people, I thought that I would bring you into my kitchen today and show you how I'm about to make my dinner. So today's recipe is inspired by Gaz Oakley. I've been making his recipes for years and I can honestly say that these are the types of meals that have allowed me to successfully build muscle even being in my mid-40s. His recipes consist of meals that are well seasoned and flavorful. You've got main meals, sides, desserts and snacks that are included within his cookbook, so there is definitely something for everyone. Now if you are someone who is thinking about going on a plant-based diet but you're unsure as to what meals to eat that contain enough protein as well as being satiating, delicious and packed with flavour, I cannot recommend his recipe books enough. This video is not sponsored by Gaz, I just love his meal ideas and they have honestly helped me along my health and fitness journey. I'll leave a link to his YouTube channel and his recipe books below. So for my dinner today, I am going to be making, I guess you could call it a jerk squash chickpea cashew stew. I've been making this meal for years and it's super delicious. So yes, this is how I eat on a high raw plant-based diet, and everything, well, almost everything is in its whole food form, everything apart from the sauce. The sauce has natural ingredients in there, there's no nasties in there, there's no preservatives or anything like that in the sauce. But yeah, everything else that I'm using is in its complete whole food form and is organic because that's just how I choose to eat. Now this meal also is packed with protein. It's also really super filling and I'm going to make enough to last 3 days because it takes a minute to prepare all of these vegetables and stuff. I ain't got time doing that on a daily basis, so I just like to prep my meals and then they will last me for about 3 days. Anybody who has tasted this dish, they fall in love with it straight away, and you will too if you try it. Let me show you all of the foods that I will be including in today's recipe. As you can see, I've got all of my whole foods here. This is the jerk sauce that I was talking to you about. This is what's going in my rice and peas. Now Caribbeans, Jamaicans, please don't come for me, okay? I ain't got the time to be soaking no peas. These are the ones that I'm going to be using, at least they're organic. Obviously I'm going to be using some basmati rice as well as some coconut milk. It's completely organic. Yeah, absolutely love this one. It's my favorite. Of course, I'm going to be putting in some thyme as well as some salt and black pepper into my rice and peas as well. And it turns out perfect every time. Now, I'm also going to be adding in some chickpeas and butter beans. You know, you can put whatever beans you want into it. It's going to really give it a nice high protein content. So there are so many benefits to eating predominantly whole foods. They are nutritionally dense, which means that they are packed with vitamins, minerals and fibre, as well as other essential nutrients that are often stripped away when used within processed meals. Eating whole foods helps to improve your energy levels as well as support immune function and enhance your overall health in general. Whole foods also provide you with much better digestion as well as helping you to maintain a healthy weight. These foods also tend to be more filling, so they help to control your appetite and reduce the likelihood of overeating or snacking on unhealthy meals. Now, a reduced risk of developing chronic diseases is also a great benefit of eating whole food meals because eating these types of organic foods can help to lower the risk of heart disease, diabetes and cancers. Whole foods have a lower glycemic index in comparison to processed foods, so incorporating these foods into your diet can lead to long-term health benefits, providing your body with the essential nutrients it needs in order to function optimally. Now, I did just want to point out actually that, I don't know if I said this before, but I don't cook with oils. I don't use olive oil, coconut oil, grapeseed oil, like literally no oils. I have them in my kitchen, but I don't use them. So what I like to do is saute my onions. If I was to add ginger and garlic, which I don't need to do because that's been added into the sauce, then I would continue to add those and then saute my onions, ginger, garlic all in water. I always saute and I never fry. The only time that I will have oils is if I'm having like a cheat day or if I'm going out to a restaurant where most of the time they're going to use oils in a meal. But apart from that, I really don't cook with oil, guys. And honestly, I do not miss it one bit. Check out my video where I'm explaining why I don't cook with oils. I will have it linked in the description for you, where I go into a bit more detail as to why I don't and the benefits of not having oil and what I noticed ever since I quit cooking with oil. But yeah, let me crack on. Okay, so I'm adding hot water to my pot in order to saute my vegetables rather than frying them in oil. If you've gone through all of this effort to prepare and cook healthy foods like the veggies I'm using, why fry them and change the composition of those veggies so that they would go from being healthy to not so healthy, as they have now absorbed unnecessary oils. You're going to get better nutrient retention when you don't cook with them, because raising the temperatures of these oils can basically degrade certain nutrients within the food. Why not get as many of the nutrients as possible from the vegetables rather than have them degraded by the oils, especially when the meal will taste just as nice, if not nicer, without the oil. Unless you want to specifically have a fried meal, which is obviously not going to be healthy, as I'm sure you know, then there really is no need to cook with oils. Oils are calorie dense, okay? So cutting back on them can significantly lower your overall calorie intake. You know what that means? This is going to help with weight management and reduce the risk of obesity. Now, another huge downside of cooking with oils is at high temperatures, they can produce harmful compounds which have been linked to various health issues, including cancer, okay? So cooking without them can minimize your exposure to these compounds. One of the number one things that I get asked as someone who only eats plant-based food is, where do you get your protein from? Especially because I can lift pretty decent weight for my age. I train quite hard in the gym, as I'm sure most of you know. For this meal in particular, like, I like to add chickpeas, which has protein in it. I also add cashews, which also have protein in it as well. And even vegetables, believe it or not, have protein in. Not so much protein as obviously the chickpeas, but they still do have protein in them. I'm not strict with my protein like that. As long as I'm eating a balanced meal, I find that I have all the nutrients within that meal to be sufficient for me and aids me when it comes to my training and things like that. And I make sure that I'm including my beans or my legumes or my nuts, my seeds, and I'm good off of that. So let me show you. So here I have my chickpeas and butter beans, which I'm going to be adding to my stew in a minute. And I'm also going to be adding in a full pack of cashew nuts as well. And honestly, this is all the protein that I need in this meal. So let's go over some of the many nutrients that this particular meal contains. So we've got butternut squash, which is nutrient dense and it's rich in vitamins A and C, which helps to support immune function, skin health and even eye health. It also contains potassium, which is essential for heart health and maintaining healthy blood pressure levels. We've got the chickpeas, which is a legume that offers a wide range of health benefits. They're rich in protein, which is obviously essential for building muscle as well as supporting muscle health and repairing tissues. They are loaded with fiber, which promotes digestive health and supports a healthy gut, and they even help to regulate blood sugar levels, which aids in weight management. They support heart health because they contain nutrients such as potassium and magnesium, and they help to reduce cholesterol levels as well. They even improve overall cardiovascular function, and this is just to name a few of the benefits, because they even contain folate, iron, manganese and B vitamins, and these all contribute to overall well-being. Now, I like to add spinach to this meal as well because it's high in nutrients. It's rich in essential vitamins and minerals, including vitamins A, C, K, folate, iron and calcium, and these nutrients support bone health and overall vitality. Now, obviously, I included a whole load of other ingredients into this meal, all of which also offer amazing health benefits. But in summary, try to incorporate as many whole food meals into your diet without adding oils or cooking oils, so that you can enhance your overall nutritional intake to help contribute towards long-term health. So as you can see, I only ended up having a little bowl, and that's because it's late. It smells delicious. This meal right here, you need to try it. I'm not even kidding. It's so good. The coconut from the rice and peas, that Biona brand is just, I just love that brand. So let me go in with a taste test, even though I already know what it's going to taste like. It's going to taste fire. It's amazing. It's delicious. Just as I knew it would be. I've made it a million times. I don't normally make it exactly like this. Sometimes I put in sweet potatoes. I never had any, so I just made it work. And it still tastes delicious. It's protein packed. It's nutritionally dense. It's got everything in it that I need. And look at that. I didn't even use any oil in this meal and it tastes delicious. I'm going to go and eat my food. I will look forward to seeing you again in the next one.